the word, those are the Beatles, and the word is love, which is exactly right. That sums it all up, really. I keep saying that, but it really does. And I'd be very unhappy, I suppose, very depressed and sad right now if it wasn't for the fact that I think that at places Peel Acres and Hampstead Hall and the other places that you've heard me talk about, there are people right now who are actually physically almost with me and mentally just exactly with me, like being right there all together in one enormous great thought, all going out, and they'd be saying the same things that I'm saying if they have the opportunity to do so. And this is what stops me from being sad, because really the perfume garden has been the most beautiful experience of my life as a result of the reaction of people who'd had no reason to react at all to it particularly, and it's made me very happy. And it's things we've come to it for temporary setback now, but from here on we'll dip down a little bit, things will look bad, and we'll come right back and go up higher than we've ever been before. And it's going to be wonderful. You wait and see. Here's Bob Dylan, the rather inappropriately titled thing, On the Road Again.
Your daddy walked in wearing an Napoleon Bonaparte mess. Then you ask why I don't live here. How do you have to ask? Well, I go pet your monkey, I get a face full of claws. I said, who's in the fireplace? And you tell me Santa Claus. The milkman comes in, he's wearing a baby hat. And you ask why I don't live here. How come you have to ask me that? Well, I asked for something to eat. I'm hungry as a hog. So I get brown rice, seaweed, and a dirty hot dog. I got a hole where my stomach disappeared. I think you're really weird. Your grandpa's king, it turns into his sword. Your grandma plays the pictures and I paste it on a board. Everything inside my pocket, your Uncle steals. And you ask why I don't live here. I can't believe it's all for real. Nothing makes me cry. The mailman comes in, even he's got to take a side. Even the butler, he's got something to prove. When you ask why I don't live here, honey, how come you don't move?
On the road again from Bob Dylan. It's unlikely, actually, unless there's a rapid sort of dramatic change in plans and policies and things, that you'll have an opportunity to hear the Velvet Underground and Captain Beefheart and his Magic Band and the Mothers of Invention and people like this, Country Joe and the Fish, hear them on the radio again, at least not for a long time. And so every time you do, think about the Perfume Garden, and don't forget to wear that badge, however ridiculous you feel, because this is the only way that I can think of that we can communicate successfully one with another, and we've got to communicate and try and keep things going, Really, we've got to do our best to do so. And there are enough people in London who believe the same way that I do, that we can actually get away with it and do it. I can't take it to the sun, but we can all go together and it's understood.
We're
Misunderstood, and I can take you to the sun. This is Donovan, and it's called Writer in the Sun. We'll all be there together. The dibblers and the sparrows, all of us. You wait and see.
sun of the morning. Lemon circles swim in the sea, fishing for time with a wishing line and throwing it back in the sea. And if I sit, there'll be time right there in the sun. There'll be time right there in the sun. There'll be time right there in the sun.
That's it. That's the end of the perfume garden, at least as far as the radio goes. We'll be back in some shape, in some form, somewhere at some time. Because as much love has been generated on both sides, it simply can't just disappear.
Wonderful Big L.
I want to thank everybody who's written or listened or taken any interest in the program at all, and the engineers on the ship and all the other disc jockeys and the crew. I've met some very wonderful people as a result of this, and I expect to meet a lot more. I hope I can meet a lot of you. Don't forget to wear your badge. Watch out for the sparrows and the dibblers
Radio London.
and the things that they represent, and all the other little creatures. Be gentle and kind and loving. It's very difficult to imagine that somebody who's never seen you or never met you loves you. But I love you all very much indeed. I hope you never forget that.
Wonderful Big L. Wonderful Radio London.
Bye for now.
beginning in antiquity, where Romans roamed, Saxons started our history. This self-reliant, sprawling giant of a city came to see. London, London, that's my hometown. London, London, that's my hometown. For cordiality, hospitality, London sets the pace. People come here from far and near, there's no finer place. Stately, beautiful, big of heart, city of renown. London, London, that's my hometown. London, London, that's my hometown. I've seen some fabulous cities all around the world. Rome, Tokyo, and New York, I've given them all a whirl. I know why they sing of Paris in spring, but no place I found beats London, London, that's my hometown. London, London, that's my hometown.
Ladies and gentlemen, me old honey bunnies, dear hearts, rough rabbits, and people everywhere in the Radio London audience, a most pleasant good morning to you on this Monday, August 14th, 1967. This is The Breakfast Show. Chuck Blair, your host, with you from now until 9 o'clock. The time, 22 and a half minutes before 6. Opening up with a bit of the old theme song, Honky Tonk, that I've used for so long here on this last day of broadcasting in my last breakfast show on the Big L. Honky Tonk with Mr. Earl Thomas. Time for your convenience, 21 minutes before 6 o'clock on a Monday morning. Here we go one time, Mr. Steve Wonder, my favorite tune called Blowing in the Wind.
How many thinking about Tennessee. Yeah, before it's washed to the sea. I wanna know how many years, till a man exit before he's allowed to be free. Before I'm already not seen. How many times can a man turn his head and he pretends that he doesn't see? Whoa, yeah, you know the answer, my friend, is the phone. The answer in the wind. And let me tell you, it's blowing, 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 blowing. Whoa, the answer blowing in the wind. And it's
We thank you very much, sir. Mrs. Pt1 doing a tune called Blowin' in the Wind. On the breakfast show, the time is 18 minutes before 6 o'clock, and we'd like to take this opportunity to say goodbye to Mr. John Peel. Thank him very much for the last 5 hours on the Perfume Garden. Wish him the very best of success and best wishes in all the world. A truly fine, fine guy who's been a marvelous original factor here at Big L with his Perfume Garden, which we've enjoyed very, very much. We hope you have, too. The best of luck to you, John. It's 17 minutes before 6 o'clock in the next 3 hours, dedicated to all of the wonderful audience of Radio London and all the people who've listened in on the breakfast show. And on we go with All You Need Is Love. All You Need Is Love, and is done for you by the Beatles. Here on the Mike Lennox, Kenny Everett, Tony Blackburn, and Chuck Blair breakfast show of the Big L. The time is 13 and a half minutes before 6 o'clock. Biggest sound around the Big L. Going back with the Four Seasons and a tune called I've Got You Under My Skin, written by Mr. Cole Porter. On The Breakfast Show, Chuck Blair, your host. The time 10 minutes before 6 o'clock. Song spot number 2 now, Mr. Cliff Richard, which we hereby dedicate to Mr. Ben Tony. Song spot number 2 in the voice of Mr. Cliff Richard, a tune called The Day I Met Marie. On The Breakfast Show, dearest hearts, the time is 7.5 minutes before 6 o'clock. So nice to have you here. Me last Monday morning on August 14th, 1967. The present temperature of 59 degrees. This song is hereby dedicated to Mr. Duncan Johnson.
Hey there, Georgie girl, swinging down the street so fancy-free. Nobody you meet could ever see the loneliness there inside you. Hey there, Georgie girl, why do all the boys just pass you by? Could it be you just don't try, or is it the clothes you wear? You're always window shopping, but never stopping to buy. So shed those dowdy feathers and fly a little bit. Hey there, Georgie girl, there's another Georgie deep inside. Bring out all the love you hide, and oh, what a change there'd be. The world will see a new Georgie girl. Someone you could be. Life is a reality. You can't always run away. Don't be so scared of changing and rearranging yourself. It's time for jumping down from the shelf. A little bit. Hey there, Georgie girl, there's another Georgie deep inside. Bring out all the love you hide, and oh, what a change there'd be. The world would see a new Georgie girl. Wake up, Georgie girl. Come on, Georgie girl. Wake up, Georgie girl.
Going back with the speakers for Mr. Duncan Johnson, a tune called Georgie Girl is 5 minutes before 6 o'clock on the Big Al Breakfast Show. Over to song spot number 6 in the Fabulous 40, which we dedicate to the Double D, Mr. Dave Dennis.
Count the days into the years. It's 82. Brings many fears. Yesterday's lost time to good. His arms and legs don't feel so strong. His heart is weak, there's something wrong. Opens windows in despair. Tries to breathe in some fresh air. He crushes and cries, gets on your feet. Without you, Jack, the sound can't eat. Grocer Jack, get off your back. Go into town, don't let them down. Oh no, no. Grocer Jack, get off your back. Go into town, don't let them down. Oh no, no. The people that live in the town don't understand. He's never been known to miss his ground. Channel 12, the half-life shell, with Johnson up, will give him hell. Husbands moaning, breakfast tables, no milk, no eggs, no holiday labels. Mothers send the children out, to Jack's house, the scream and shout. Get off your back, coming to town, don't let us down. Oh no, no.
Sunday morning, bright and clear, lovely flowers decorate the marble square. People cry from walking away, think about the fateful day. Now they wish that Kevin Jack more affection and respect. Little children dressed in black don't know what happened to old Jack.
Birthday Jack, is it true or Mommy said you won't come back? Oh no, no. Birthday Jack, is it true or Mommy said you won't come back? Oh no, no. Birthday Jack, is it true what Mommy said you won't come back? Oh no, no. Birthday Jack, is it true what Mommy said you won't come back? Oh no, no.
Starting spot number 6 in the Fabulous 40, it was dedicated to Mr. Dave Dennis. And a tune called Excerpts from a Teenage Opera, of course, Mr. Keith West. This is the Big L, and the time is exactly 6 o'clock. On the Breakfast Show, Chuck Blair, your host.
Here's the latest weather on Wonderful Radio London.
Damp and dull weather with heavy rain in places is forecast for most districts today. It'll be rather cool, with strong winds reaching gale force in some exposed areas. Tomorrow's weather is expected to be changeable.
A hit of days gone by, played now as the Big L revived 45.
Hereby dedicated to Mr. Paul J. Dedicated to Mr. Paul J. and a tune called You Didn't Have to Be So Nice. About 11 spoonful, and the time is 3 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Use Vitalis.
Vitalis is the only 100% greaseless hairdresser.
Pure and natural.
It's exactly how Vitalis looks and feels.
Keeps your hair in place all day.
Yes, Vitalis keeps your hair in place all day without messy grease.
Use Vitalis. Pure and natural. Keeps your hair in place all day.
Vitalis is the only hairdressing with invisible defect, the clean, natural grooming agent.
To keep your hair in place all day.
Do you use Vitalis?
What with the price of cheese, Vietnam, and the Kenny Everett show, there doesn't seem much point in going on, does there? Well, just wind up your wireless and dig the groovy gramophones on Big L.
Song spot number 4, the Alan Price set, dedicated to Tony Windsor.
Brother Nigel takes the stairs with the signs of the Zodiac. Goes paint in the mirror as he stands in his plastic sack. Sits around, memorizes every round and round the garden. Spends the whole day saying, I beg your pardon. Oh my, 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 my. It makes you want to cry. This is the house that Jack built, baby, and it reaches up to the sky. Uncle Joe cracks walnuts in between his toast and bun, and Mr. Collard glass after dark struck on the sun. And Mary, she believes that her mother was a queen. Keeps saying you just met him, King Solomon's just seen. Oh my, 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 my. It makes you want to cry. This is the house that Jack built, baby, and it reaches up to the sky. Cousin Festus writes a letter each and every single day. He believes that writing letters keeps the Asian flu away. I've got a reservation, I was given it for free, 'cause I killed all the flies in the state of Tennessee. Oh my, 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 my. It makes you want to cry. This is the house that Jack built, baby, and it reaches up to the sky. I'm coming, I'm coming. Please save a place for me. Oh, I'm coming.
Seven minutes after 6 o'clock on The Breakfast Show. Chuck Blair, your host, the most wonderful, happy-go-lucky Monday morning to you. I hope you're having a good time. And for those of you just getting up, my gosh, it's going to be a pretty miserable day with all kinds of rain and the whole business there. Sorry, dearest hearts. By kind permission, Woburn Abbey have pleasure in announcing the world's most beautiful happening, the Festival of the Flower Children at Woburn Abbey. Yes, the most beautiful stately home is the setting for the most beautiful festival in history. Stars include the Kinks, Jeff Beck, the Bee Gees, Alan Price Set, and masses more, and of course flowers. Join them by the thousands over August Bank Holiday, August 26th, 27th, and 28th. For the non-stop Festival of the Flower Children at Woburn Abbey, tickets £1 per day, obtainable at all ticket agencies. Look, don't be late. 7.5 minutes after 6 o'clock the time. even as after 6 o'clock the time. And the next song is dedicated to Mr. Kenny Everett and Dave Cash. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club's album. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds for Kenny Everett and Dave Cash. The time is 12 minutes after 6 o'clock on The Breakfast Show, and so nice to have you here. Next up is a record for Mike Lennox. There we go for Mike Lennox and his by the Tremolos, a tune called Silence is Golden, going back a bit. 15 minutes after 6 o'clock the time on the Big L. We now have a message from the Free Radio Association to all listeners of independent radio. The fight for free radio has not come to an end. Silent days lie ahead, of course, but free radio will be back someday. The Free Radio Association now calls upon every listener to do two things. Firstly, place a regular order with your newsagent for Sound, the free radio magazine on sale weekly from Friday the 20th of October. And secondly, this is vital, join the continuing fight for free radio by sending a stamped addressed envelope for associate membership to the Free Radio Association, 239 Eastwood Road, Raleigh in Essex. That's 239 Eastwood Road, Raleigh, spelled R-A-Y-L-E-I-G-H in Essex. 16 minutes after 6 o'clock the time, this record is dedicated to Norman St. John and Mr. Keith Hughes. And a song spot number one by the Tremolos.
La 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 la.
standing by, and all I gotta do is run to you. Even the bad times are good. Soon as I get to you, baby, you just gotta hold me, and even the bad times are good. Even the bad times are good. Soon as I get to you, baby, you just gotta kiss me, and even the bad times are good. La 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 la.
There we go. Song spot number one is by the Tremolo. Tune called Even the Bad Times Are Good. 19 minutes after 6 o'clock, Chuck Blair, your host on The Last Breakfast Show on the Big L on a Monday morning, August 14th. Present temperature, 59 degrees. Remember?
Howdy, everybody. This is old Luke Johnson speaking to you all the way from Texas. And you know we can get the Norm St. John show from Radio London all the way down here. Looks like we're going to have to move a bit further, y'all. Put the t-shirts, don't cry. Big Al has them to buy. They're gorgeous, chic, and charming. Oh, wear them all day. The ravers say they're quite disarming. Toot t-shirts, don't cry. At 12 and 6, they're a family. My Auntie Nell wrote to Big Al. Not surprised, it must not be right. I only want them in black and white. Toot Nellie, don't sigh. That Big L t-shirt's a goodbye. All right, you are Nellie, honey bunny. I love you, Nellie. Get off the stage, Chuckle. Bye-bye, dear. And don't forget, for your Radio London Big L t-shirt, send a 12 and 6 penny postal order to T-shirts, Radio London, 17 Curzon Street, London, W1. A hit of days gone by, played now as the Big L revived 45.
Feel it come.
Welcome back with the McCoys and a Revive 45 by the name of Up and Downs, dedicated to Mr. Mark Roman and Tommy Vance. 23 minutes after 6 o'clock the time on the Old Breakfast Show.
In between parties on the lawn and after dinner meals, I get my kicks by switching on the wireless to the switched-on psychedelic, mind-blowing, Fabia rave signs of the Big L. Basil, my husband, in between shooting deer and browsing through the Financial Times, likes an occasional listen to the wireless too. In fact, we think Big L is the aristocracy of the wireless world. Can't wait, Basil, there. Oh, yes.
This is Matthew Fisher of Procol Harum. I'd like you all to listen to Monday 1:30 to the Juicy Fruit Spectacular on Radio London. We'll all be there.
Good morning.
Good morning. Everything looks good when you open your eyes with Big L.
Oh, thank you, honey bunny. It's 24 minutes after 6 o'clock the time. The next song is dedicated to Lorne King and Mr. Ian Damon.
Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? Time together, you and I. Oh, we can fly. We can fly.
From the Big L Ballad Box to the Johnny Madden Singers. Tune called Up, Up and Away. 27 minutes after 6 o'clock the time on The Breakfast Show, and 3 minutes away from Paul K. reporting. That was Mr. Ian Wombat Damon, of course, and Mr. Lorne King. No, did we say Lorne King?
Lorne King, speaking on behalf of Chuck Blair and reminding you to catch his program between 5:30 and 9 each morning, and then again in the afternoon between 3 and 6 o'clock. And, of course, Chuck will have...
Lorne.
Hi, Chuck.
What you doing?
Quiet, please. I'm trying to make a promo for your show.
Quiet. Oh, hey, listen, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that.
Okay,
Yes,
just
quiet.
move away.
Quiet, you guys! Quiet, he's trying to make one of those promos or something. Give the guy a break now. Come on.
well-
Be quiet on the set.
Listen to his show. It's very quiet and relaxing.
Thank you very much, Lorne. Oh, my goodness. 27 and a half minutes after 6 o'clock, the next song taking us up to news time, dedicated to me little buddy, Tony Blackburn, right after this important message.
What a beautiful day it is as the car draws to a standstill. The trumpeters move into position for the welcome ceremony, and out of the car he gets. And good gracious, he's listening to
The Tony Blackbird Show.
On Monday, August the 14th, southwestern France, where earthquake tremors have been felt today. One elderly woman is reported to have been killed in the village of Arret, which is on the Spanish border. 20 others have been taken to hospital. They were injured seriously during the tremors. And the drunken driver, Home Secretary Roy Jenkins, has sent a circular around to every police force in the land. The circular explains what rights the policeman has as regards to a breathalyzer test. Policemen cannot stop cars at random. They can use the breathalyzer test on any motorist involved in an accident. Motoring. It's reported that Minister of Power Mr. Marsh is being approached by oil companies for permission to increase the price of petrol by tuppence or threepence a gallon. Broadcasting. And today sees the closure of Radio London. Yes, Monday, August the 14th at 3 o'clock this afternoon, Radio London will close down. Finally, the weather. Damp and dull weather with heavy rain in places is forecast for most districts today. It'll be rather cool with strong winds reaching gale force in some exposed areas. Tomorrow's weather is expected to be changeable. The next news on Radio London will be at 7:30. This is 4K reporting.
Welcome back to the Breakfast Show. 32 minutes after 6 o'clock the time. Thank you, Mr. Paul Kay, for all the news. And we're starting off with Tony Brandon's theme here, by the way. as we open up this portion. And the song is dedicated to the old bird brain, the old buddy Tony Brandon. Song spot number 10.
Over bridge of sight, to rest my eyes in shades of green, under dreaming spires, to Ichiku Park, that's where I've been. What did you do there? I got high. What did you feel there? Well, I cried. Why did you there? Tell you why. It's all too beautiful. It's all too beautiful. It's all too beautiful. It's all too beautiful.
Faces, song spot number 10 on the Fab 40. A tune called Ichiku Park, 25 minutes before 7 o'clock at the time. That was dedicated to Mr. Tony Brandon.
Oh, yes, Virginia.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dave Dennis. Speaking of Tony Brandon,
Get a t-shirt, a gorgeous t-shirt, for 12 and 6 from old Big L. I love this t-shirt, a snappy t-shirt, guaranteed that you look swell. Gorgeous colorful, black and white. For you, my dear, I said, looky here, get a t-shirt, a big L t-shirt, 12 and 6 for any size. A groovy t-shirt, a swinging t-shirt, and we ain't telling lies.
and remember, for your Big L t-shirts, send a 12 and 6 postal order to Radio London, 17 Curzon Street, London, West 1. That t-shirts, Radio London, 17 Curzon Street, London, West 1.
Do-do-de-o-do, 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 do-de-do. Oh, darling. Come on, pick it up.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tommy Vance. A little bit of off the hook there. 23 minutes before 7 o'clock the time, we go back with the Revive 45. We dedicate this to Alan Keane.
There ain't no good in our goodbye. True love takes a lot of trying. Oh, I'm crying. Let's hang on to what we got. Don't let go, girl, we got a lot. Got a love between us. Hang on, hang on, hang on to what we got. You say you're gonna go and call it quits. Gonna chuck it on and break our love to bits. Breaking up.
Back with the Radio London Revive 45. The Four Seasons tune called Let's Hang On, 20 minutes before 7 o'clock the time, especially dedicated to Mr. Alan Keene.
1, 2, 3. Keith.
19 and a half minutes before 7 o'clock the time. Don't be late. A good Monday morning to you, August 14th. Chuck Blair, your host.
Toot t-shirts, don't cry. Big Al has them to buy. They're gorgeous, chic, and charming. Wear them all day, the ravers say they're quite disarming. Toot t-shirts, don't cry. At 12 and 6, they're a standby. My Auntie Nell wrote to Big Al. Not surprised, it must not be tight. I only want them in black and white. Good, Nellie, don't sigh. That Big L t-shirt's a goodbye. All right, you are Nellie, honey bunny. I love you, Nellie. Get off the stage, Chuckle. Bye-bye to you. And don't forget, for your Radio London Big L t-shirt, send the 12 and 6 penny postal order to T-shirts, Radio London, 17 Curzon Street, London, W1.
18 minutes before 7 o'clock the time. And the breakfast show, and the next song is respectfully dedicated to Margaret Grenville, Dennis Maitland, and Roger Seddon, Des Brown, Ed Blackwell, Gordon Shepard, Godfrey Morrow, and Richard Swainson. Song spot number 1.
Fell in love years ago with an innocent girl from the Spanish and Indian home of the heroes and
boats that eventually brought her down. But she's still dancing in the night, unafraid of what it do in a town full of heroes and
One time with Song Spot number 1 by the Beach Boys and a tune called Heroes and Villains on the Breakfast Show. So nice to have you here for the last breakfast show on the Big L on a Monday morning. Present temperature of 59 degrees, and we've got 14 and a half minutes to go before 7 o'clock. Next song is respectfully dedicated to Lynn, Allison, Sherry, Annabelle, Linda, Brenda, and Jane, to Mr. Jimmy O'Day, to Peter, Barry, and Sue. We go back just a little bit.
When we were at school, our games were simple. I played a janitor, you played a monitor, then you played with older boys and prefects. What's the attraction in what they're doing? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? You're always something special to me, quite independent, never caring. You left the charm as you were aging. Where is your magic disappearing? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now? Well, what's the use to deny?
Radio London's Disc of the Week, and the wonderful, talented voice of Miss Vicky Carr. And a June Gall, There I Go, for Olive, Louise, Teresa, Carol, and Teresa in Ipswich in Suffolk. While we're over in Ipswich, let's say good morning and a goodbye, too, I guess, to Valerie Tucker, 52 Murray Road, Ipswich in Suffolk. Also to Elka, going away on holiday in Austria, and to Kenny and to Buddy the Horse, of course. A good morning and best of love and best wishes. To Jane Marley from High Salvington, Worthing, in Sussex Way. To Jackie Luck of 189 Gooden Drive, Beach Hill, in Sussex Way. Also to Trixie the dog and me favorite little honey bunny. Also to Evelyn Ostrin, and from London Way. And also to the two of the most beautiful people in the world, Mr. and Mrs. Audie of St. Albans in Hertfordshire. Also to Christine and Keith Prescott. Back we go, Mr. Elvis Presley.
Every time you look at me, I'm as helpless as can be. I become a puppet on a string. You can do most anything with me. All you do is touch my hand, and your wish is my command. I become a puppet on a string, and you can do most anything with me. If you really love me, darling, please be kind. I offer you the truest love that you will ever find. Take my heart and please be fair. Handle it with love and care. For I'm just a puppet on a string. You can do most anything with me. If you really love me, darling, please be kind. I offer you truest love that you will ever find. Take my heart and please be fair. Handle it with loving care. For I'm just a puppet on a string. You can do most anything with me. You can do most anything with me.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Elvis Presley. And our dedications for those people I mentioned this morning. On a Monday morning, the last breakfast show, the time is 4 minutes before 7 o'clock. Goodness gracious, whatever you do, don't be late, okay? Next song is dedicated as we go back to the Revive 45. I'd like to play to my mom's favorite song. And my father and mother both passed away while I was out on Radio England. And I would like to play this song because my mother thought so much of this group. I'd also play for the old Radio England gang, too. Phil Martin and Bill Berry, Alan Black, Boom Boom Brannigan, Ron O'Quinn, Jerry Smithwick, Larry Dean, and all the boys. We go back with the Four Seasons.
Working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe, and my happiness that time. Get away, stay in every day. just to be afraid of losing me. Now the sun goes down and lonely and lonely, I just miss you so. And you're around, you won't give in. But when I think about what you did, I keep working my way back to you, babe. The burning love inside. I'm working my way back to you, babe. And the happiness that dies. Get away, staying every day. Working my way back to you, babe. The burning love inside. I'm working my way back to you, babe. And the happiness that dies. Working my way back to you, babe.
Yes, going back with a group called the Four Seasons and a tune called Working My Way Back to You. 30 seconds to go before 7 o'clock the time on the breakfast show. Most pleasant Monday morning to you. Hope you're feeling fine. Everything's going wonderful.
This is wonderful Radio London, where your hearing sings, where your hearing sings. Here's the latest weather word on wonderful Radio London.
Thank you very much, honey bunnies. And the weatherman says damp and dull weather. With heavy rain in places is forecast for most districts today. It'll be rather cool. Strong winds reaching gale force in some exposed areas. Tomorrow's weather is expected to be changeable. In case you haven't heard,
Good morning, the world is bright and new. This time and you'll be right with Big L.
finishing up the first hour and a half on the breakfast show, a little bit of the old Ian Wombat Damon theme here on the Big Al. Next song up, I'd like to dedicate to all the engineers that I have worked with and am working with now. A great bunch of guys. First of all, there's Ian West, and there's Patrick Starling, there's Bob Roberts, there's Barry Goldburn, and right now the pleasure of working with Mike Howell, Russ Hollifield, and Dave Hawkins. A song for you, and in the old Tony Blackburn bedroom twisting style of the Motown magic of Mr. Stevie Wonder. Song slot number 24. I was made to love you. Here we go, dedicated to all the engineers. Song spot number 24 by Mr. Stevie Wonder and the Motown Magic of a thing called I Was Made to Love Her. 4 minutes after 7 o'clock the time, let's get slicked up and looking good for this last day.
Have you taught your man to use Vitalis? You'll like him much better for it. Tell him Vitalis is the only 100% greaseless hair dressing. Use Vitalis, you feel his hair and not his hairdressing when he uses clear, clean Vitalis. Keep your hair in place all day. Buy him a bottle.
Oh, yes, it's going to make you look good today. It is a pity. Although we're going to see a lot of people at the Liverpool Street Station around 10 minutes to 7 o'clock-ish tonight on platform 9 or 11. And I'd like to see everyone who I've met and who I'd like to meet on this last day. 5 minutes after 7 o'clock the time, next song goes out to Mitch, our wonderful steward, John Pancake and Bill, great cooks, to Captain Bunniger and all of the Dutch crew, plus to Joe Smith, who's very, very dear to me. After this important, why don't you record it message?
T-shirts. How I love you, my big L T-shirts. They come in black and white. They're simply, so darn fantastic. Well, I got the T-shirts. Little T-shirts, chubby T-shirts, my groovy T-shirts. Oh, there. You're so ever succeed. And you're my little Mammy Peach. Yes, Peach. Wait a minute, Mammy Peach. I'm not your mammy, you numbhead. Get off your knees. Get off the stage, Brandon.
Well, looks like you got a little carried away there, folks. Listen, let the postman carry away your 12 and 6 postal order to Big L Mammy T-shirts. Radio London, 17 Curzon Street, London, West 1. They say Big L and 266 on the back. Yes, they let the old post office carry away your favorite postal order, and the Postmaster General carry away your favorite station. 6 minutes after 7 o'clock the time.
When the world in which you're living gets a bit too much to bear, and you need someone to lean on, when you look, there's no one there. You're gonna find me out in the country. You're gonna find me way out in the country, where the air is good and the day is fine, and the pretty girl has a hand in mine, and the silver stream is a poor man's wine. In the country. In the country, if you're walking in the city and you're feeling rather small, and the people on the sidewalk seem to form a solid wall, you're gonna find me out in the country. You're gonna find me out in the country, where the air is good and the day is fine, and the pretty girl has a hand in mine, and the silver stream is a poor man's wine. In the country, in the country. Hurry, 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 for the time is slipping by. You don't need a ticket, it belongs to you and I. Come on and join me, hey, out in the country. Where the air is good and the day is fine, and the pretty girl has a hand in mine, and the silver stream is the poor man's wine. In the country, in the country.
Going back to Mr. Cliff Richard and a tune called In the Country. 8 minutes after 6 o'clock the time here. And so nice to have you around this Monday morning breakfast show. And next song will be dedicated to Ann Dallas out of Harrow in Middlesex, to Brian, his lovely wife, and all the drivers of Coastal Cab, to Mr. George Bacon and Paul, to Simon Hayes, Johnny Walker, Roger Day, Keith Hampshire, and Micah Hurt. Right after this fantastic message.
What with the price of cheese, Vietnam, and the Kenny Everett show, there doesn't seem much point in going on, does there? Well, just wind up your wireless and dig the groovy gramophones on Big L.
And the Admiral. Mustn't forget the Admiral, my goodness. Uncle Harem and the whiter shade of pale, 13 minutes after 7 o'clock. That's the time on the breakfast show, and a most pleasant good morning to you. Time to start thinking about getting up and heading out for the old rat race, shall we say. Next up will be a dedication for Marilyn Sharp, for June Evans, the Jillian Mobley out in Mill Hill Way, the Daisy Chatwell out in Walthamstow, and a good morning to you, dear old heart. Also to Mr. Robin Allen, to Stuart Bryn, Janet, and Peter out in Ealing Way, to Uriel Thomas, to Riss, Sandy, and Jay of the Chantels, to Mr. Gino Washington. Boy, you are jivey, man. Zoot Money and Cat Stevens, to Mr. Jonathan King, and to P.P. Arnold, little old Pat, and to Malcolm Feld. And last but not least, to Mr. and Mrs. Woodley and their little 4-year-old daughter, my little honey bunny, Sheila. And we'll hear... light up a cigarette, Sheila.
Get the new idea in smoking. Come in on the move to Menthol Fresh Consulate. Consulate combines menthol freshness with rich Virginia tobacco and a firm white filter. Menthol Fresh. Cool, fresh Consulate. Cool as a mountain stream. By Rothman of Pall Mall.
I was walking down the high street when I heard footsteps behind me, and there was a little old man, scarlet and grey, chuckling away. Well, he trotted back to my house, and he sat beside the telly, with his tiny hands on his tummy, chuckling away, laughing all day. Oh, to report you to the nose of it. I'm a laughing nose and you can't catch me. I'm a laughing nose and you can't catch me. Said the laughing nose. Well, I gave him roasted toadstool and a glass of dandelion wine. Then I put him on a train to Eastbourne, carried his bag and gave him a bag. Hey, where do you come from? Oh, really? In the morning, when I woke up, he was sitting on the edge of my bed with his brother whose name was Fred. He brought him along to sing me a song. Oh, I don't hear it. Yeah, what's that clicking noise? I'm a laughing gnome and you can't catch me. I'm a laughing gnome and you can't catch me. Haven't you got a gnome to go to? Didn't they teach you to get your hair cut at school? You look like a rolling gnome. Now they're staying up in chimney, and we're living on caviar and honey, because they're earning me lots of money fighting comedy pros for radio shows. It's the gnome service, of course. Ha ha ha, ding ding ding. Oh, really? The laughing gnome, you can't actually.
This is David Bowie as we go back with the tune, and hope you like that one too, little Sheila and all the aforementioned people. Laughing No, Mr. David Bowie, 17 minutes after 7 o'clock the time on the old Brecky Show.
You're hearing things on Wonderful Radio London.
What can I say? Here's exciting news. If you want the best of Danish teak. Well, why do I do that? I just read it like the rest of the guys. Here's exciting news, everyone. If you want the best of Danish teak furniture at unbeatable prices, come to the special sales of the latest teak furniture direct from Denmark, held every Sunday at 48 Hoxton Square, London, North 1, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's a hell of an address there. Bargains, which must be seen to be believed, include a limited number of teak dining room suites comprising 6 feet sideboard, 4 feet dining room table extending to 7 feet, and 4 panel back chairs, all for only 49.5 guineas. That's not bad. There are dining chairs from 75 shillings, dining tables from 11 guineas, 3-piece suites from 25.5 guineas, and these are only a few examples from our fantastic range. Their range. We will deliver or save, they will deliver or save even more money by bringing your own transport. I'm not going to carry that stuff out there. That's heavy as hell, baby. Goods can be stored free of charge until required. Now don't forget, Wharfside Furniture Supplies, 48 Hoxton Square, only 3 minutes from the Old Street Tube Station, every Sunday 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. for Danish teak furniture at less, you hear that, than wholesale prices. And by special request every Monday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. or telephone Shoreditch, SHO 6599. SHO 6599. Please don't forget that Wharfside will hold a sale every Sunday and Monday all throughout the year. Okay? If it goes real well, they'll have it in 68 and 69 and 70 and so forth. Things like that. Good morning to you, Mike. Get the heck out of bed. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock the time. Next record will be dedicated to Tony Skolchak of Ipswich Way, to Mrs. Miriam Battersby, to Pat Nichols, and Ruby Bard. Also to Sarah McLean and Janet Owens, beautiful person, in Leighton Way. A girl like you.
I don't know what it's all about, but I feel I'll soon find out. I'm sure never felt this secure. It's nothing like I ever thought it would be. Someone opened up a door for me, a girl like you. Girl like you, must be you that caused this feeling in me. You that fills me confidently. You that brings the best out in me. To me, joke's gone, it's gone. I'm in ecstasy with a girl like
There we go, song spot number 5 by the Young Rascals, A Girl Like You. 22 minutes after 7 o'clock the time, and, let me see, about 8 minutes there from all the latest news with Mr. Falke done reporting the same exciting chapter and episode as he done did on the 6:30 thingamajiggy. We'd like to say good morning to Valerie Walker and to Margaret Houlihan out in Greenwich Way, let you know I haven't forgotten you, and to Mr. Malcolm Feld, and to anybody. Gee, I hope I haven't missed too many people this morning. Gosh, excuse me for taking up the time for all these dedications, but, you know, it's the last thingamajig here. And, get my thingy oiled.
There you are. 4 gallons. And 12 pints of oil, please.
12?
Burns a bit.
A bit? He must be chain smoking.
Put him in the back of the van.
Here, I think you better have this Castrol XL.
Why?
Well, it's got liquid tungsten to cut wear and tear.
Oh?
And this 2050 grade thicker to cut your oil consumption.
Oh.
On the other hand, why don't you get rid of the van?
Yeah. Yeah, what would I carry the oil in?
Oh.
Castrol XL. Only 2050 with liquid tungsten.
Right you are, sir. Thank you very much. Marvelous. You're off the stage. 23 after 7 o'clock the time. A good morning. And to Miss J. Jill Fraser of 16 Southside, the Cardinals, Tongham, near Farnham in Surrey. And good morning, honey bunny. Also to Jackie Simmons of 87 Kingsdown Avenue, South Croydon in Surrey Way. And, by goodness gracious, to Mr. Victor Barlow of Bishop Scooby-Dooby, near Scooby-Doobyville, out in walks and things like that. And to Miss Barbara Lovett of 72 Cranham Road, Hornchurch in Essex. Alrighty.
It is the evening of the day. I sit and watch the children play. Smiling faces I can see, but not for me. I sit and watch the tears go by.